Hello again, Victor here from ResQ Studio, and in today's video we'll be taking a look at this little amp from Hughes Kettner, the Spirit of Vintage from their new Nano series. This little thing packs a whopping 25 watts of power at 8 ohms. It is insanely loud and insanely good. I already did a video of all three of them, like a shootout kind of thing. You can watch that up there. But in this video I'm going to go in depth and run some pedals through this little thing. A quick look at the controls. You can see you have a master volume, a sagging knob, a tone knob, and a gain knob. Then you have an input for your guitar and a phones if that's what you want to use. It's there if you just want to practice. In the back you have line out, which you can just plug directly into your audio interface and load your own IRs if that's what you want. You have an auxiliary in, your power button, and AES control, which as far as I get it, I think it's mandatory to have that in Europe. It's a switch that automatically turns the unit off after 90 minutes of idle time. If it shuts down, you can always just power it off and on again, and then you're good to go. Last but not least, you have your speaker out, which takes 4, 8, and 16 ohms. And of course you have your little power in as well. So let's just get on with some tones. I'll plug this bad boy in. I'll be running that into my Captor X, and I'll see you in a second. So I've gone ahead and I have plugged in the amp, and I have also plugged in my Fender Duo Sonic, which I also did a review on. You can watch that up there if you want to. The guitar is running straight into my pedalboard, straight into the amp, and the amp is going directly into the 2-notes Torpedo Captor X, which is going to be the guitar you're going to be hearing. For now, let's just turn off all the effects. I've gone ahead and I've done that now. So let's just hear the Spirit of Vintage on its own. Let's get some more gain on this. Like I said, I already did a video on all the small nano amps. If you want to check that out, I did go a bit more in depth with the controls, with the sagging knob and the gain and all that kind of stuff. In this video, I'm going to focus on how well the amp takes pedals, because that is what I want to use an amp for. If it takes pedals well, I have a good pedal board, then I probably will use that amp live. So let me dial in the clean tone that I had in the beginning, or as close as it gets, and let's play with the pedals. Just the clean amp by itself sounds like this. Nothing wrong with that, but usually I would dial in a lot of reverb. I'm gonna keep it on the lower side this time around for you guys, because I know not a lot of people like a lot of reverb, but here it is with reverb. And with some overdrive from my OCD. To me, that is one of the greatest amps I've ever heard. I've played quite a few amps. I even went to Henning Pauli's place. If you don't know that guy, you should look him up on YouTube. He's insane. He has 50 amps or something like that. And I've been to Thomann and I played a bunch of amps, and this is one of my favorite amps of all time. I'm not even kidding. It takes pedals so well, and by itself it still sounds incredible. I just want to play some more. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you might wonder if this little amp is loud enough to gig with. For the bedroom user, this is definitely more than enough power to whatever home jam you want to do. If you want to gig and you want to play at big stadiums, or if you're just playing big venues, you can gig with this, but I wouldn't recommend using pedals with it live. And that is because when you crank this amp, to get loud, you have to crank the gain as well. And if you want to go loud with the gain cranked on an amp, you want an effects loop, because otherwise the reverb or your delay or any kinds of modulation, that gets kind of broken. And it gets the gain. If that's what you want, that's what you want. But in most cases, you want a clean front end of the amp. And if you want this to go really loud, you have to crank the gain. I'm sorry, there's no effects loop. This video was a short one because I already did cover all of the amps, like I already mentioned twice, I think. I still have to do the rock and the metal version in separate, but when they are out, they are going to be in a similar form factor. So no real in-depth, just some tones, just the pedal board. If you want to check all of them out, be my guest. They're amazing amps. You should definitely go check them out. And last but not least, thank you guys so much for sticking with me to the end, even though it's a short video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye. See you guys.